I am Siddhant Khattar, and I am currently pursuing my final year Bachelor of Commerce honors from Christ University Bangalore in the specialization of finance and investment. And I have scored 99.35 percentile in CAT 2019, and I had calls from colleges like IIM Ahmedabad till MDI, IIM Rohtak, etc. And I am joining MDI Gurgaon for my further studies of PGPM. Talking about a dream or a goal set, yes, I had a dream or a goal set when I joined Endeavor. And initially in the first class itself, I said that I want to join FMS Delhi, which was one of the top B schools throughout India. And rather than IIM Ahmedabad, I was aiming at FMS Delhi because of its ROI and its great study culture. So I had a dream of FMS, but once I joined Endeavor, I learned how to diversify my goals and how to aim at different colleges depending on my own interest and my own preferences. Endeavor was very helpful in achieving the goals, because the way the preparation goes on in Endeavor, including the homework modules, including the preparation modules, including from module 0 till the marathons, they are very useful and helpful in preparation, especially when you talk about practice. And also they are very helpful in terms of the mentors are very helpful in terms of providing motivation to us. So it was very helpful in achieving my goals. Endeavor test series was very much helpful specifically to me, because being a commerce background student, we have to put a bit more pressure on quants specifically, because quants has not been our array of practice, and we have been having to learn quants in breaks. Like I learned till 12th, then 3 years graduation break, then again I had to learn the same for my CAT preparation. So test series is very helpful to know your strengths and weaknesses and to strategize how to go through the entire CAT exam and what questions to choose, what not to choose, which area do I excel in, and which area do I need to avoid during the test. So test series were very helpful in firstly strategizing, and secondly, when I talk about practice, test series give you questions from basic till the last in one whole array, instead of separate questions for every kind of level. So it's a overall practice of all kinds of questions that we need to attempt in the actual exam. So it's very, very close to actual exam and very useful for a preparation. The GDPI process at Endeavor was very much aimed at what actually happens, because there were mock GDs that were conducted along with separate group exercises or case study discussions according to particular college and their requirements of further selection process after CAT. So they were very helpful in terms of giving a practical experience of how those processes are actually carried out in the B schools when you have your own batchmates competing with you against you in the same competition bench. Then it's very useful for you to actually know how you need to go through and how you need to approach those topics in the GDs or case studies. And also when I talk about interviews, personal interviews, mock PIs were very helpful in giving an experience of how the PI actually goes and what's the proper way of making the PI your way rather than going the way the instructors want it to, so that you benefit the most and you can use it to your specialization. A question I'll always remember will surely be the question that I ruined in IIM Ahmedabad interviews. So I actually had a question regarding the what are the scientific contributions that India has made, any major scientific contributions in terms of pure science that India has made. So I tried for going in space because the space contributions, because I have a passion for space and knowing about entire telescope, entire solar system. So I tried there. I tried to go on theories regarding maths, but the actual question was around the Raman effect, because my interview was on National Science Day, which was celebrated because Dr. C.V. Raman got a Nobel Prize on that day for his Raman effect, which I was unaware of. So that was pretty much unexpected in the way they asked, because being a commerce student, I didn't expect a proper theoretical science question to come on me, especially when it is a effect or a theory. So that was pretty much unexpected, and probably that was the biggest backlog in my entire IIM Ahmedabad interview which I faced. The study group culture at Endeavour is one of the best, I think, because I have attended many other mock sessions before joining Endeavour. I attended mock sessions at different coaching institutes so that I decide for the best. And I found the pedagogy of Endeavour as the best, because the one-on-one mentorship helps you to keep to be motivated throughout the entire preparation, because it's a very much training process and you have to go through a one whole year of long preparation in my case, which was a 1-year course. And when we talk about the teaching approach, the way the teachers teach and the homework strategy entirely that is given by the teachers, that's very helpful in making you practice regularly, so that you actually be in touch with the course, and you actually are very much prepared for writing the exam every time you give a next mock. So 3 pro tips for juniors will surely include the first one being practice and practice as much as we can, because it's very important to solve as many types of questions rather than solving the number of questions. So when you practice more, you should actually focus on the type of question, variety of questions that you practice, so that you cover almost all the array of questions that can appear in the exam. Second thing will surely be patience, because it's a very much mentally draining process. Sometimes you feel that you are not able to cope up one or two continuous bad mocks, and then you get a feeling that you will not be able to clear CAT, and then you are demotivated. So you need patience and you need time to actually understand how much preparation are you in, what is the status of your preparation, how much do you need to prepare more, and therefore patience is one very important step. And third thing will be surely you need to be self-confident is very important when I talk about the further processes after CAT, which is GDPI also, other than CAT. It is obviously important because you need to crack an exam in 3 hours, which includes all high level questions, which is not easy unless you practice. So you need to be confident that you will be able to do it. And after that, when you talk about GDPI, once you enter the room, if you don't feel confident of yourself, you will automatically stammer, because that nervous system doesn't let you be freely comfortable. So you actually need to be very much self-confident during the process of GDPI also, so that you actually do what you want and not what your nervous system wants you to do. The most memorable moments, I can have a count of around 2 or 3, but to describe one, I would like to recall the first test of our endeavor, which was the written test of 15 questions for the practice of percentages chapter. So I actually, being a commerce student, this might sound contradictory, that I am pretty much interested in maths, which is something which is usually not common in commerce students. So I actually had interest in maths, and so during the first test of percentages, I actually tried my best to do so, because it was the first test, and if you do good in that, you actually have that confidence to go further and do the entire module with your full enthusiasm. So I tried my best, and out of 15 questions of that test, I attempted 14 of them, and 50 out of 15 I attempted 15 of them and got 14 of them right, which was a score of 13.75, which was the highest in the last 3 years of Endeavour Bangalore Koramangala Center. That was very much motivating, and that one small step from the start made me very much enthusiastic and encouraging to go further into the entire process. So that I would say would be the most memorable moment of my endeavor. one life lesson. This might have been heard from many other speakers or many other motivational speakers, I would say. So it's obviously that failure is a part of a process of, or for your process to achieve success, because I've seen my mocks percentiles getting from 50 to the variations of 95, and my mocks were always volatile. 2 I'll get a good score, then third one I'll get some bad score. Especially in verbal, I have seen a percentile of 20 till 90 percentile. So that has been a very much process which had ups and downs completely, which actually needed patience along with what I said, which is very much needed. So it is surely that you actually need to see the failures and then rise after them to get success.